Hey guys, welcome to the 716 Sports Entertainment Podcast, where we are going to take a look at the 2026 Royal Rumble, which is coming to you guys live from Riyadh next week, Saturday, January the 31st, the year of TKO, no longer the year of our Lord. And what we're going to look at today is something a little different than what we normally do. We'll still do our predictions video for you guys a little bit later, but what we wanted to take the opportunity today was to do something a little bit different and a little bit more fun. We are going to go through and take a look at the confirmed entrants and then give our predictions as to who the rest of the entrants are going to be and maybe their potential placement as well. We'll kind of see how far we get with this fun little exercise here. And we're probably going to be way off and way wrong, but it's going to be a little bit of a treat here. So we hope you guys join along and hit us up in the comments with what you guys think. And we're going to probably post like a million shorts for this video as well. So you guys can kind of get in on the fun and tell us how stupid we are. So with that, I am Mike, joined by Mr. Sean O'Neill. And Sean, why don't we start with the men's rumble first? And I'll just announce right now who the confirmed folks are, and then we can try and place them. And then we'll go with, we'll kind of just go back and forth after that with who we think the additional entrants will be. So we know confirmed is Cody, Gunther, Jey Uso, Penta, Rey Mysterio, and Dragon Lee. So, do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
So for as we go through this, I know as I give my picks, I imagine we're going to go back and forth. But when we get to the picks part for beyond the confirmed, I'm going to give a little bit of a reasoning why I think they should be in the Rumble, in addition to why I think they'll be there, just because I think it adds a little bit of flavor to it too. But so we're talking just first now about these confirmed guys.
Yeah, why don't we just pick where we think these confirmed guys are going to go, like where they're going to
So
enter and you know whatnot.
Cody, I think is going to add. I don't think is going to be in right away. Let's just work down the list in the order you gave it. I think Cody's probably going to show up somewhere in the middle of the pack. I'm going to say,
Really?
yeah, I don't think Cody is early,
I think
but
Cody's going to be number one.
nope. The next person you mentioned, I think, is going to be number one.
Gunther?
I think Gunther is going to be number one.
Again?
Yep, and I think he's going to be there, and I think he's going to have a controversial elimination of him. But I think Cody's going to be like maybe 10 or 11 is where I'd put him. We'll say 10 for me.
It is going to be very interesting that Gunther is going to be doing double duty at the
Yeah.
Royal Rumble. Like he's going to be in the match, which leads me to believe I don't think he'll be at one. I think he'll be closer to the end because he's doing double duty.
And yeah, no, that's actually a good point. I didn't think about that. You know what? I'll move him back. I'll put him a little bit further back. We'll go like 18 or 19 for him.
Okay. So you still think Cody's going to be somewhere around 10 to 15?
I like 10 or 11. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm putting
Um,
Gunther at 19.
Jey Uso.
See, I could see Jay being an early person. Not
So
like one or two.
Jay and Jimmy were one and two a couple of years ago.
Yeah. So I don't see them being like him being like number one or number two. I do think he's going to be on the earlier side though. I think he'll be like number maybe seven.
Okay. And then we got Penta. I could see Penta being number one
Yeah, I could see Penta being number one too.
or number two.
I'm locking Penta in at one.
Okay. Rey Mysterio.
I think Ray will being older, unless he's going to get eliminated right away. I could see him being in the 20s.
So it's interesting, right? I kind of have a feeling that like Rey, Penta, and Dragon Lee are all going to come in close to each other because they're going to do that thing where they like team up and then go up against the group that they are going up against now, who I think are probably all going to be in there as well. So the next one obviously being Dragon Lee as well. So I think if Penta comes in at one or two, I think Ray comes in at like six or seven, and then and or Dragon Lee comes in somewhere around the same, like somewhere between 5 and 10 for both of them.
So I think I could see that being sort of the way. I could see it being Penta, and then you get a couple of Vision people, and then Dragon Lee. But I don't. I think Ray comes in to help save Penta and Dragon Lee. Like he's the last one to come in. So I think you'll have. I think I'll have Dragon Lee come in at like 5 or 6. We'll say 6 for Dragon Lee, and then have Ray come in for me. We'll say like 12.
Okay. All right, so then let's kick it over to the remaining 24 guys that we think will be in there. So I'll start, and I'm gonna say I'll keep it simple. I'm gonna go with Big Bronson Reed, and I think he'll be in somewhere in that 5 to 10 spot.
I can agree with that. I didn't put Bronson Reed on my list because I figured you would. But I can. Are you marking these down as we go so we know when we hit 30?
Um, yeah, so
Okay.
I'm gonna put an X next to the name so I know.
Okay. Just because otherwise, then we could go forever just talking randomly about people. But
That's true. All
no,
right,
if Reed
yeah,
comes in, I think I can agree with that somewhere in that 5 to 10 range for him. I think he's probably the second Vision member to come in if they have multiple Vision members.
yeah, I would agree with that. Okay, so that gets us to
So
7. So
what
23 more.
what point do you actually want to put Bronson in so I can keep track?
Somewhere
Pick a
between
number.
five. So somewhere early, first 10.
All right, so we'll say 5 for him. All right, I mean, let's just get the easy one out of the way. The probably one of the worst kept secrets in the world of sports entertainment. I think the returning Chris Jericho will be at number 30.
I like it. I don't
I
think he's
figured
going to
go
be I
simple.
don't think 30. I think 27. The magic
Really?
27. The magic 27 spot. Yeah, I do. I do not
Huh.
think I do not think he'll be at 30. I'm I have somebody else pegged for 30, but I do not think it is him. I think he'll be at 27.
Okay, but we'll agree on Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho's
Okay.
definitely going to be there. I'm so convinced that Chris Jericho is going to be there. You know what?
Especially
I'm gonna throw another curveball at you. No, you know what? I'm gonna save this curveball for you for a little bit. So we'll wait. But I think my next pick, we'll get another easy one out of the way. Um, Roman Reigns.
Yep, I had Reigns on my list. Where are you thinking?
Late.
Yeah,
Um,
he could be 30.
could be 30. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say Roman Reigns. No, I'm gonna say Roman Reigns is 29.
29. You
29.
saving you saving someone special for 30?
I'm saving someone special for 30. I mean, it's not
Um,
going to be a big surprise when I say who it is, but I just think that Roman Reigns is not going to be the last one because I think Roman Reigns is going to get eliminated by number 30.
really
Yes.
interesting. Um,
I no longer think Roman Reigns is going to win.
yeah, especially considering the way it looks like they're going for Mania this year. It looks like there's been a change in plans there. Okay, I think that for my next choice, I'm going to go with my first appearance by an NXT superstar, and I think we're going to see Ricky Saints.
Interesting. I didn't have him on my list.
I think we're going to see Ricky Saints, and I think we're going to see him maybe 16, 17. I think he's a middle of the pack guy. But I think that he's going to be one of the NXT people. I have a couple NXT people on here, but I think he's going to be one of them.
Okay. I'm also going to go with an NXT person as well, and that's Joe Hendry.
He's also on my list.
He will absolutely be in there. He will probably come in somewhere in the middle, like somewhere in and around 16.
Okay.
Like, and I think he'll get like one elimination, probably over like Miz.
That honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. He's actually on my list. I figure we'll get to him shortly. But
Yeah.
I can agree. I think it would be stupid of WWE to miss the opportunity to have the meme that is Joe Hendry in the Royal Rumble.
And it was really great last year. Like it was a lot of fun to see him come out in the Rumble. And I personally loved Sheamus's reaction to Joe
Yep.
Hendry. I thought that was great.
So my next pick is going to be another off the cuff one, and it's going
Uh-huh.
to be the only cross promotional one, I think, in the men's rumble. I think
Mhm.
you're going to see Mike Santana, the TNA world champion.
All right.
And I think you're going to see him at number 4.
All right. So we got one, two, three, four, five, six so far. So we got 18 left. All right. Give me Logan Paul.
Okay.
And early. I think Logan Paul will be out between 10 and 15 because he's going to be involved in that vision stuff with all the luchadors.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Logan Paul is probably the first Vision member who comes out because I don't think all 4 of them will be in it. But I do think that Logan Paul, it'll be Logan Paul, probably Bronson Reed, and we can discuss from there. But I think Logan Paul is the first one of them to hit the ring.
All right.
My next choice is actually going to be somebody returning from injury who we haven't seen in a while and who you're absolutely going to love. Love it. The greatest luchador of all time, the Intercontinental Champion. Isn't he still the Intercontinental Champion? Or did he drop it? Dom?
Dom?
Yeah. Your AAA World Champion. There we go. I think Dom comes back and from his injury. I think that he's had a month and a half off now, and you haven't heard about him having any surgery. You haven't heard about anything crazy going on with him. And I think they were just waiting for the Rumble, giving him some time to rest, and he will be out and returning to a huge, huge Riyadh pop.
Yeah. No, I like it. I like it. This next one is obviously a wasted pick, but we talked about it before, and I'm certain he's going to be in the Rumble, and that's Miz.
Yep.
And Miz will come.
You need fodder people.
Yeah, Miz will come in. You know what's funny? I listened to somebody do a podcast, and Miz has only eliminated 2 people from a Royal Rumble like ever, and it was 2 people in the same Royal Rumble. Apparently, I forget who it was, but like Miz has only ever had 2 eliminations in a Royal Rumble, and he's been in like 15 of them.
That's surprising.
I know.
I mean, it never seems like he gets eliminated right away either in
No,
Rumbles.
it
Like
doesn't.
he
But
because he's been in a bunch of Final Fours, I think.
yeah, no, he doesn't eliminate people apparently. So,
Huh.
so we've got five, six, seven, eight, nine so far.
Okay. My next choice is along that same path of needing fodder people. Because obviously not everybody's going to be a top star as much as you want it to be. They do leave people off for that. I think you see Kit Wilson come in, hit the ring, immediately get eliminated, and then strut to the back to his entrance music.
All right, that's 10. Um, I have my next one is going to be a return, and it's somebody who's been out for a little while, and I think that it's this person is due to return anytime now, and I think this is a perfect spot for them, and that is L.A. Knight. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even think about him.
yeah, I think L.A. Knight is coming back at the Royal Rumble, and
Okay.
I put him in late, maybe like 24.
Yeah, because
I
nobody's going to
wouldn't
be
bring him out.
expecting that.
I don't bring him out early because I think he should be a surprise, right? Because he's injured, and people aren't expecting to see him. So I think it'd be a fun little surprise.
I think he gets a better pop coming out late too. You
I
know what I
agree.
mean?
Hmm.
Like if he comes out at like 21 or 22, I think that is right around the perfect spot for him. Um, I completely forgot about Knight. I had a different person as my return. How many people do we have left?
So we've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need, what do we need? We need to get to 24. So we need 13 more.
Okay. I might as well give one of my other ones that was a return, which was Chad Gable. Chad
Yeah.
Gable has been out for what, almost a year now, and I think something crazy like that. He There's talk that he's been backstage these last couple Raws and has been ready to go. They've just been holding off for some reason. And what better place to bring back the leader of American Made that and the one person who can stand up against El Grande Americano, but Chad Gable.
Yeah. No, I like it.
And I think he's another like 10 through 15, maybe 10 through 17 for him.
I think my next person is so my next person is Brock Lesnar. And the reason I say it's Brock Lesnar, the only reason I say it's Brock Lesnar is because he's on the poster.
Yeah, no, that's
He's on the poster.
actually,
So he's going to be in the Rumble because he's on the poster. And he's on the WrestleMania thing as well. So he's going to be involved in something at WrestleMania. Maybe we finally get the program. I mean, maybe we start the program with him and Gunther there. Maybe
that's
we do something else with Brock Lesnar there. I have another theory of where we might go. No pun intended there because it's not Austin Theory. But I have another theory as well with where we go with Brock Lesnar. And actually, that'll be my next person. So
okay.
but yeah, Brock Lesnar for sure.
So that's interesting too, because Lesnar coming in, I was going to be my controversial elimination, I think, for Gunther. And I think that it might be Gunther who eliminates Brock to start the seeds of. But hold on. My next person who I'm going to pick is probably more likely to be the one who's going to eliminate Brock, and that's Braun Breaker.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
I think Breaker comes in, and I think Breaker immediately goes after Lesnar, and because he wants to be the big dog there, and he eliminates Lesnar, and I think that's going to set up your Mania match there, and
I
potentially
Yeah,
I think Lesnar, and I think wherever Lesnar ends up coming in, I think Breaker comes in within like two people of him.
and I think it's gonna be at the end, right? I think I'm honestly of the mind that Braun Breaker is going to be number 30.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really think so.
yeah, because then I could see Lesnar coming in at like 28, maybe 26, something like that.
Yep, yep.
Um, so then my next pick. So every year there has to be a Kofi Kingston event type person in the match. This year
Hmm.
it's not going to be Kofi Kingston. I think that we will see Javon Evans, and I think we'll see Javon Evans at like, I don't know, maybe number 8, because he is younger than Kofi, and I think that he'll do something goofy and exciting that Kofi normally would have done in his younger days.
Hmm. You see it. I'm gonna go with Jacob Fatu, and I think Jacob Fatu is going to be the one to eliminate Cody.
So you think they're going to continue that?
I do.
Okay. I mean, I definitely see Fatu um
If
in
Cody
the Rumble.
wins, if Cody wins tomorrow, Jacob's absolutely eliminating him at the Royal Rumble. If Fatu
Oh,
wins, then maybe Cody eliminates him. But
yeah,
one
that's
one of those two things is going to happen for sure.
yeah, I can see it. Um, so you think he comes in close to when Cody does?
Yes,
What if it's could no, they wouldn't do Cody and Fatu as 1 and 2, would they?
we could. That would be fun.
And have them just start out with their beef.
Yeah, that would be
Um,
fun.
so I think we have 8 more people. Um, I have my next pick is who I think is probably going to win the Royal Rumble, and it's going to be a huge pop for that crowd in Riyadh, and I think it's going to be Sami Zayn
I like it.
coming in at number two.
Wow. I like it a lot.
And I think he's going to come in and he's going to go the distance. And I mean, at the end, once we're done, I think we should pick our final four. But I think Sammy is your eventual winner to get him to Mania and give him his win finally over Drew.
All right, so we've got six left. Um, and there's so many names on here of people that I think are going to be in this because I've still got about 12 names left. And I feel like some of these guys are probably going to not make it. And I don't. I'm just looking at some of the names that you listed. I don't think Ricky Saints is going to be in it, but I'm going to let you have that one because I think Ricky Saints could easily be replaced by like one of like nine guys, like an Otis or a Finn Balor or a Sheamus or a Grayson Waller or Johnny Gargano. Like any one of those guys, I feel like would probably replace a Ricky Saints, in my opinion. But I'll let you have it. Same thing with
They,
Kit Wilson as well. And I think Kit Wilson has a chance to stay because I think Matt Cardona is going to be in it.
I agree. The reason though I did Ricky Saints though to get back to that is they do always like to showcase at least a couple of NXT people. You know what I mean?
No,
And
I'm not saying I disagree with it. I just think that there's going to be. I don't think they're going to need to this time around.
I feel like Ricky Saints is a great person for an event like the Rumble,
Oh,
just with
sure,
his
sure.
the showmanship of like his entrance and stuff. But you're right. I can see Cardona being there to probably be the person who eliminates Kit Wilson like as soon as he hits the ring. Just because Kit Wilson isn't somebody you take seriously. He falls into like that Santino role where they literally hit the ring, get eliminated, and are like, "What the hell? What? I wasn't even in." Like that,
Yeah,
or like the
yeah.
same kind of thing with the Miz. But I think my next person that I'm going to pick is going to be a probably a going to do well, and I think it's going to be Trick.
Trick.
I think Trick is in it, and I think Trick makes the final four. I think
All
he
right.
comes in at like number 20.
All right. So we got four left,
I
and
must I must have missed someone because I have five.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So I missed someone somewhere. That's fine.
All right. So, um, uh, um, oh, um, I want to save my surprise one for last. Um, let's go with Otis. Otis seems
Really?
like, yeah, Otis will be in the Royal Rumble. He's a Royal Rumble kind of guy. They always do goofy shit with Otis, and you need a few goofy people in it. I think Otis will be in the Royal Rumble because he's a goof, and you tend to put goofy people in the Royal Rumble.
If not Otis, it'll be another big guy, I think, in this spot, like as a, like tangential to your pick there of Otis. I think it could also be Omos, like to fill one of those big guy spots
You know
because you
what?
need
I'm
a
changing.
couple of them.
Hang on. I want to change my pick. I want to change my pick.
Not Otis anymore.
Yeah, Obafemi.
He was going to be who I said next. So
Yeah,
Obafemi.
Obafemi.
Yep.
Because I forgot about him, and I know he's going to be in it with the way they've been
Yes.
advertising him. Yeah, so I think Obafemi's going. I think it's going to be Obafemi, and then my last person will be my other surprise person. But you've got one more, so go. You've got two more, so
No,
go
I
ahead.
have two more. I think Solo obviously is going to be in the match.
Yep.
He's the bloodline is too big of a thing to not, or the MFT, sorry, to not have in there.
Yeah,
So then
unless
because
they
yours,
do that. Yeah, unless they do that tag team match there. Yeah, you're probably right.
So then, because you want to have your big surprise at the end, I'll just say my other one now, so you can have your big surprise at the end. I think Phoenix is my last pick to be in there.
All right. So I don't know where this guy is going to show up, but I've been seeing tons of reports of this guy on his way to WWE, and that is Powerhouse Hobbs.
I like the pick, but do you think it's this soon?
Yep. Yes, I do. Contract is up with AEW. I think he's going to show up. I think the Rumble is the perfect spot for him to show up. Um,
Okay.
but so what's interesting about this though, looking at our list, no Ilya Dragunov, no Randy Orton, no Johnny Gargano, no Grayson Waller. I feel like some of these guys are going to be in there, but I'm looking at our list, and I mean, I could eliminate a few people from our list, right? Maybe a couple of the Vision guys because they're involved in a tag team match. Maybe Solo because he's involved in a match with the MFTs. Maybe Chris Jericho doesn't show up. Maybe I don't think Mike Santana is going to be in it, but maybe.
They've
Um,
been talking about it, so like it
I'm
was in
just
the news.
yeah, I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, Ray Phoenix seems likely. Um, we didn't mention Austin Theory either.
I think
Um,
he's the one Vision member who won't be in it.
so there's a handful of guys that like Randy Orton probably should be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
Um, but I don't know where to I don't know where to place him. But I feel like one of these guys that we mentioned maybe doesn't show up, and maybe Chad Gable's not ready yet, and
maybe
Randy Orton,
Mysterio's still hurt.
yeah. So then maybe we do Randy Orton there. So there we go. All right, so that is our 30 spot. So your final four then are who?
I think my final four are going to be Sami Zayn. I think Obafemi, Javon Evans, and LA Knight.
My final four are Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, Braun Breaker, and Chris Jericho.
Yeah, and who wins?
Either Sammy or Braun.
Okay, and I'm going to stick with my Sammy pick. I think Sammy is the eventual winner. Um, I could see maybe it being Braun instead of LA Knight for my final four. But I do think that you see it's a bunch of the new blood in there as well with Javon and Obafemi for sure. I think
All right.
Obafemi is going to come in and have like a cane like Royal Rumble, and I think he's going to eliminate like 10 people.
Yeah. I think at least five. I think he'll
Yeah,
I think he eliminates like Solo, um, Ricky
Cardona.
Ricky Saints, Cardona, Dom, maybe Gable, Miz, Kit
Yeah,
Wilson, Logan Paul. Yeah.
yeah.
Dragon.
Oba's going to have a monster showing because they're pushing him as the next big thing, like as far as monsters go. And you want to debut him at the Rumble like that, you have him come out and demolish.
Yeah. Okay.
Now onto
Cool.
the women.
On to the women's match. So the declared for the women are Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, Bailey, Lyra, Asuka, and Kyrie. So that is
Okay.
um do you want to place them or do you want to just go
Now
right
let's
into it?
place them
All right.
because I'll give you my one and two right off the bat because they're in that top nine. I
Okay.
think the one and two are going to be Bailey and Lyra. They've
Okay.
already teased a little bit of dissension going on between them on the last Raw, and I think that they're going to get stuck at the one and two spot.
Okay. I like it. I could see it. Um, I think the three members of the Judgment Day, Liv, Roxanne, and Raquel, are all going to come out probably in the teens. Liv will come out last.
Yep.
But I think that I like Raquel to probably, I like Roxanne to probably come out early, maybe like eight. I like Raquel to come out at like 10 or 11, and then I like Liv to come out at like 17.
I can get behind that. I would just switch, I think, Raquel and Roxanne. I don't think they're going to try to have like last year where they had Roxanne have like such a fantastic rumble. I don't think they go that route with her this time, obviously. You don't want to do the same thing 2 years in a row. So I think she comes out a little bit later. So I think you go Raquel, Roxanne, and then Liv. I think that Rhea comes out between 15 and 20. I don't think she's super early, but I don't think she's super late because they're still going to want to have her come out and kick some ass at least. So I think that she comes out. We'll say, you know what? I think she's going to come out right after Liv. She's going to come out at 18.
Um, you know what? Screw it. You know what my number one and number two are going to be? Asuka and Io.
Ooh, I could get behind that too.
I think that's a lot of fun. I think that's
What
a
if it?
lot of I think that's a lot of fun if Io comes out first and then Asuka comes out right after. And then Kyrie will come out like much later. Well, Asuka will still be in it, and I think no, I don't know if Kyrie is going to cost Asuka. Asuka may just eliminate Kyrie at some point. Um,
I think that Kyrie ends up costing Asuka. Like Asuka goes to eliminate Kyrie, and it gets screwed up somehow, and Kyrie eliminates Asuka.
maybe. Um, I don't know. Asuka's one of the ones who might be in my final four. But I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I think Asuka and Io are one and two. I
I
like that
like
a lot.
that.
I like that a lot, actually.
That's really fun. I mean, my other pick would be is if they were gonna do Rhea early, maybe Rhea and Asuka early. But I like the idea. I do also like the idea of Io and Alexa or Io and Asuka early.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of fun because I think that's a match we're going to see down the road. So I
Yes.
think that that's the kind of thing you want to use the Royal Rumble for. And I think that would be super fun. So, okay, so that takes us to nine. So we have 21 spots. So we have an uneven amount here. One of us gets 11, one of us gets 10.
Okay. So I will give you my first pick, and we're just gonna get it out of the way because it's gonna make both of us want to vomit. We're gonna go with Nikki Bella because you know as well as I do, no matter how much we really don't want it, she's gonna be in it, and she's gonna be in it at like number 26.
Yeah, she's on my list. Um, my you know what? I want to get right into it. My number 30 pick, Bianca Belair.
Oh, I completely forgot about Bianca. Yeah.
She's my number 30.
Yeah, no, if she's coming back from her injury, the number 30 spot is the spot for her.
Yeah,
If we see
she's gonna get a huge pop. Huge pop.
and if we're gonna see Belair, that's where we see her. And it doesn't make sense to put her anywhere else. Um my next pick is going to be your girl Julia. I think it would be a mistake for them not to have her in this. I also think, mind you, that this is going to be a year where we really don't see a ton of like guests, especially on the women's side being the Rumble. So they
I
have to
agree.
for sure fill it in with actual roster members. So I think Julia is in, and I think Julia's in at I don't know, like 12 or 13.
Yeah. All right. Uh, next I'm gonna go with Lash Legend.
Okay.
Um, somewhere in the middle.
Should we
I don't have a particular spot. Somewhere between 10 and 20.
I hate to use
She might be the one to eliminate Rhea.
yeah, I mean, it's got to be somebody believable who eliminates Rhea. So I could see that. I think that my next pick is actually somebody else who could potentially eliminate Rhea, and that's Jordynne Grace.
I disagree. I think Jordynne Grace is going to have her title match against Jadeberg.
Oh, you're right. All right, then I'll swap out Jordynne. Um,
I
then
mean,
I'll
you
go
can
with
you can
my
pick it,
no,
put her if you want, but I
no,
think
you're
she's
right. I forgot about that. Then I think my next pick to swap out instead of Jordynne will be my representative from NXT, which is going to be Jada, or one of them, which is Jada Parker.
yeah, I like that.
I think there's going to be potentially two or three NXT representatives, especially on the women's side. But I think Jada Parker is one, and I think she comes in the top 10.
I like it. Um, okay, what do we got here? We got 12, 13, 14, so we got 16 left. Um, Nia Jax.
I was just saying, are we going to just get her out of the way? The
Yeah.
elephant in the room? Go.
That's terrible.
I actually didn't mean that as an insult. I thought about it afterwards. So I apologize if I offended anybody with that. That was not my intent.
You're a dick.
Um, yeah, I have to imagine she probably comes in the 20s somewhere, right?
Yeah, she's usually like a mid-round person.
I think my next person is going to be a return, and I think it will be a former women's champion who we haven't seen since her loss to Jadeberg. And I think it
Yep.
is the blonde bombshell, Tiffany
Yep.
Stratton,
Yep. Yep. I love it. She was on my list too.
to a probably a pretty big pop, too.
No doubt. No doubt. Um, I am gonna go with how many do we have here? Three, four, five, six, seven. So we've got 16. Uh,
Yeah.
seven left. I'll get another easy one out of the way. Um, Alexa,
Yep. So that's 17 out of 30 picks.
and she probably comes in towards the latter half in the
Yep.
20s.
And she's got a big enough feud. She's got enough feuds going on with people that she can come in and fight with pretty much anybody.
Yep.
Um, my next pick is WWE's greatest women's wrestler. She was a double champion, but now currently she is your AAA mixed tag team champion. I pledge allegiance to Chelsea Green.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I agree. She will be in it. Uh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go with Charlotte.
Yeah,
And again, Charlotte will come out somewhere around where Alexa comes out.
yeah, they'll pair them pretty close together, I think. Um,
11
next
more.
pick for me, you said 11 more?
11 more.
Okay. Next pick for me will be my second NXT representative, and that is somebody who they're high enough on that they've been showcasing her not just on SmackDown a couple times, but also at the John Cena retirement show. I think Sol Ruka is
Yep.
going to be here.
Yep, I do
I
too.
I think she is one of those people who can do the super athletic get back to the ring some goofy way kind of role that they need for both the Rumbles. So I think that is where she falls.
I think my next one is I need to call an audible here. I get two picks here because
What?
it's going to be blatantly obvious here. So I get two picks. That means you can get two afterwards. But my number 24 pick is Becky Lynch, and my number 27 is AJ Lee.
Both of them were on my list, and I figure both of them come out within
Yeah,
a few spots of each other.
I had to do them together because it kind of like if one is in, they're both in.
Okay, so that puts us at 22.
And
I think,
I've only got two people left.
yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna have to do.
I'm gonna struggle here.
Um,
I have one legend and then one NXT person.
so I'm gonna give my next one as just a to fill space body that'll most likely be in it, and that's gonna be Ivy Nile
Yep.
as just somebody that she's been on TV lately, and they need people to get thrown out. Um, and then I think my next pick is going to be Blake Monroe from
Yeah.
NXT. I think that there's been talk that they want to get her moved up to the main roster sooner rather than later. And what better place to introduce her to people than at the Royal Rumble?
So we got six left. So we each get three more.
I think
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go with Maxine.
she was on my list. So to go along with your pick of Maxine, I think it would be a mistake not to have Natty on there.
Yeah, I agree.
If you're gonna have Maxine feuding with somebody, that person probably needs to be in the Rumble anyway.
So we got four left.
Yep, I'm curious who your legend is.
Just trying to think of anybody else. I was gonna say Meechin and BFAT, but they're both injured, so
Yeah,
not
thanks,
them.
Jadeberg.
Not them. Um. mm, I don't want to give my legend just yet. Um. But I'm struggling to come up with anybody else.
Would you like me to give mine then?
Yeah. Why don't you give yours?
Mine's going to be a returning superstar who hasn't been seen in a few years, even in AEW. It's
Uh-huh.
going to be a certain British lady who says Page here.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. All right. That would be wild if they brought her back.
So you still have two. I have one. So you got to give one.
Um, I'm gonna go with Zarya. I think she'll
Makes
come out
sense.
somewhere around where Sol Ruka comes out as well. I think she's
I
main
think
roster. I think she's main roster bound.
I think if you have Sol Ruka in it, you probably need to have Zarya as well. Um, I think that my next choice is one who I hadn't originally thought of, but it makes sense to have in here just because she's not really doing a whole lot right now. Candice LeRae.
Yeah, let's see it. And she's like a fodder person.
Yeah.
Okay, so my last person is my legend, and it's gotta be Trish.
Oh, true.
It's gotta be Trish. And I think
I
she
can
comes
get.
out late. I think she comes out late, like
Oh yeah.
20,
So
28 or something like that.
if she does come out, in fact, yeah, she has to be a late person.
Okay.
Okay, so who's your top four?
Oh, this is easy. Uh, Bianca, Liv, AJ Lee, and Asuka.
Okay, so I like the Bianca and Liv. I think it's going to be Bianca, Liv, Tiffany Stratton, and I think your fourth person is going to be Roxanne Perez.
And with who winning?
I think Bianca wins.
Yeah, I do too. No, no, you know what? I'm sticking with my guns. Liv is going to win.
As much as I want Liv to win, I feel like turning Bianca is going to get too much of a like response to not have her be the one who gets the win. You know what I mean? I
Guess we'll
feel like
see.
Liv. I feel like Liv is. I mean, our opinions also might change next week when we
I
do our predictions
probably
video.
will. As soon as I start
But
watching SmackDown in 15 minutes, it'll probably change.
but as of right now, I mean, our early predictions of Sami Zayn and for me and Bianca are my early picks for the Rumble.
I like it. I like it a lot. Well, this was an interesting exercise. So let's see how horribly, you know what? I'm going to save these lists. I'm going to post them on the video so we can come back to them and see how horribly wrong we were.
I
So
like it.
when we review the Rumble in a couple of weeks, we can look back on this list. But yeah, guys, so that was our video. Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. We had a lot of fun doing this one, and it was very interesting to see where some of these names that kind of just came out of nowhere. But let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you think of any surprises that we forgot about, or anybody else that you think is strongly going to be in there that we might have missed, very curious to hear your thoughts. So, with that, I've been Mike, joined by Mr. Sean O'Neill, and this is the 716 Sports Entertainment Podcast. And have yourselves a fantastic evening and take care.